Hello, we wanted to do an episode about cleansing because that is definitely a question that comes up quite a bit on the paranormal couple page, both when they're live and in their comments. There was a little apprehension on our side to do this episode, so I'm just going to kind of put out a somewhat strong disclaimer here. So, these are our techniques, they're ours alone. You should always find out what works best for you. That means that you shouldn't be following exactly what Amy does or what I do. Don't worry about how we do it either. So, whatever we explain at the end here about how we do it on our sides, it's how it works best for us. So, we don't need advice. If you think we're doing something wrong, that's okay. We don't need to know that. We've put in all the work and we know what works best for our homes and for ourselves. And I know that sounds harsh, but I just feel like this needs to be worded kind of strongly. We just don't also want anyone coming back saying that they tried something the way that we do it and it didn't work for them or it made things worse or anything like that. So do your research. There's a ton of this online. Decide what's best for you with your home and with yourself. We're never going to say either that because you cleanse your house or that you cleanse yourself, that you should now start paranormal investigating in your home. That's not anything that we would ever advise without knowing what you're doing, I guess. So, again, we're just going to be very explicit here. This is how Amy does it, this is how I do it. Cleansing can backfire. It can make the energy worse. It could do nothing. It could make it better and help. So do this if you want at your own risk.
I agree. I mean, there is so many different reasons for cleansing. You can cleanse on a regular. A lot of people will like to keep it on a schedule. You can cleanse after being sick, after conflicts within your home. If you have any kind of extra stress or any levels that you just feel off and you don't feel like you are in a good space, cleanse your home. Those are all really good times that you can do it. Now, cleansing, it's really good for getting stagnant energy out. Negativity, you can get evil, malicious entities out. You can get a lot of things that you probably do not want kind of dwelling in your home with you. Best way that I feel like to cleanse is to, like Don said, do your research, learn your beliefs. You can put a lot of times just put your beliefs to it totally. So there's a lot of different ways when your beliefs come into it, way your home's set up. I mean, there's all kinds of different ways. Just because my home is set up the certain way doesn't mean that you can cleanse yours that way either. I do think that that comes up totally different as well. And then also, if you do something that you're not sure what you're doing when it comes to cleansing, you can, like Don said, get a backfire result. And you could end up getting something that you're not sure how to get rid of, or also possibly trapping something within your home.
Right. And I think overall, in general, most people that cleanse their house and do it properly, it's all about the intention. So,
Yes.
techniques and all of that, sure, there are certain things that have certain properties, but people are always going to tell you that the number one thing with cleansing protections, anything like that, it's intention.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, if you just go through a cleansing and think, yeah, whatever, it's probably not going to do any good whatsoever.
Right. One tip, or just a couple of tips, I guess, when you cleanse, you should always have your doors and windows open because of what Amy just said. You could trap something in that you don't want. And typically, when you're cleansing, you're trying to get rid of, like she said, stagnant energy, bad energy, whatever. So you want your doors and windows open for that to leave.
Mine,
That's
see,
just,
I think we're going to different on that one.
oh, really?
Where we open, I believe when we let our exit, I believe we're going to different on that one, and that's okay. I kind of, if you're going a little different direction than I am, I kind of like that, and I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, and it totally proves the point that everyone needs to find their own way that works for them.
Yes, because like we just said, everybody has their own way. Yes, we use pretty much the same things, but we have different techniques, and those techniques work for the both of us. So I'm kind of curious into getting into the way you cleanse now.
Yeah. Well, so just I guess before we go into our own, maybe we can go over some general ones. So,
Yes.
and these aren't things that I do or that I've done in the past, but they're just things that I know that other people do. So, salt is a huge cleansing property. I use it in the shower sometimes, and I know that which friends that I have, whenever they're recommending someone's having maybe, sort of like a stressful period in their life or just a lot of negative things happening, they'll tell them to, for a week or so, use salt in the shower. So it has cleansing properties. So you can make a salt water sort of mopping agent, and you can mop your house with the salt water. You can rub your walls down. Obviously, I don't want anyone to ruin their floors or their walls, so do your research. Salt you can use, and I'll go over a couple of ways that I use it personally, but you can put it in your four corners of, say, your most trafficked room in your house. So if you use your living room the most, you can put salt in those four corners to keep it clean. Now, again, if you have pets, you may not want to do that. Do your research. People can use oil diffusers and put, different lavender for sort of like peace. You can put different things in wax melts, that kind of thing.
Hmm.
I do actually use wax melts. Those are just some general ones that could give people ideas of things to research.
I do have animals, cats, and dogs, so I'll tell you how I keep my home salted without the animals getting into it and it being a big abundance of salt everywhere.
Yeah, good tip.
And I got a question for you. I know, of course, what I use, but there's going to be a lot of people listening to this podcast and they just heard what you said about salt. And I know there's going to be a couple that have this question. What kind of salt are you talking about?
Well, so the salt that I use in the shower, I use black salt.
Mhm.
But the salt that I put in the four corners of my house, I use sea salt. Or you could use Himalayan salt as well.
Both are good. Yeah. See, I wanted people to realize that there was a difference than just the iodized salt. So
Yeah, good
I
point.
kind of thought there might be somebody kind of questioning that since they are listening.
Yeah, I'm glad you asked. I didn't even think to add that.
Yeah, I don't know. I just thought I was like, you know what? I bet there is somebody right now thinking that. So I wanted to add it. Yeah, you covered about the oil and the salt and the mop and the spray, which are all really good techniques. And then, like I said, I will get into how I do so having the cats and the dogs and how I keep them away from it. We've had them, goodness, long as I can remember. I've been actually cleansing. I've always had an animal, and we haven't had any accidents so far. When you're smudging and you're or cleansing, whatever you'd like to refer to it as, you want to make sure that you get every spot in your house. You want to get up into the corners, down into the lower corners. You want to go through the closet. You want to open up cabinets. You want to go under the bed, behind the dresser, the places that do not normally get to. You want to check your attics if you do have one, down in your basements. And when I do mine, I make sure that I have all the lights on as well that I can. Some rooms I can't, properly light up as well as I would like to, but I turn my lights on so it doesn't seem as dark because I'm wanting to eliminate all that darkness and anywhere that any negativity can dwell. That is really one of my biggest things when I do tell somebody is you cannot think about it, but if you have a cabinet and it's dark and you miss that cabinet, how do you not know that something didn't slip up in there and you have no idea? Here comes couple weeks later and you're having activity again and don't understand why because you just cleansed.
Yeah,
And
don't
we
think smudging your house is going to take 5 minutes. When I do this, it takes more than an hour. It's very intensive.
Oh my goodness, yes. There's so many different crystals that you can use with your cleansing techniques. One thing that I like to use is selenite. It is very easily access. You can find it almost anywhere, any metaphysical shop. You can find some pretty good online sellers. I do know of Salem's Lot. I was getting ready to say I had their shirt on, but I had it on yesterday. Yeah, don't mind me. We also follow Mama Moon Rocks. You can check out her site as well. There's so many different places that you can find some amazing crystals, and selenite, like I said, is not one of the more expensive ones. You can get a decent sized piece, goodness, about like that for $1 to $2 usually. Sometimes they do go a little bit more, but usually $1 to $2. You got a little piece that you can put above each doorway, above your. I like to, now I don't go overboard and put them above each window. You could, I guess, if you wanted to. I keep my selenite in the places where I'm coming and going the most. I keep it in my back door. I keep it up coming from our basement, up to the top of our house from our basement, out the front door, and then also just a little added security. You don't have to do this. It's something, again, like I said, that I do. I'll put it above my doorway to the bedroom. I don't know, just an extra little reminder. That's my space. I'm trying to sleep. I'm trying to rest. And that's just my little spot to recoup. Not necessarily completely blocking it off, but just kind of keeping that negativity or any kind of feelings that I will pull in there. Because I do believe that you can draw little intentions or emotions with you that you do not mean to when you're going to sleep and things like that. So as I go through there, I like to keep it cleansed, and I feel like maybe that will pull some of that heavier negative things off me before I go lay down and rest. Is there any proven that it will? Some people would say, but it makes me feel better. I don't know. I can't say, yeah, scientists prove that Amy putting that selenite there helps everything, but it makes me feel a little bit better.
Well, and it goes back to that intention, you know?
Yes, 100%. And I remember it was, I don't remember how many years ago, but you know how we both just adore kindred spirits. They had went to a house. It was Adam and Amy going in, of course, and there was this couple. They had this old home that was just terrifying them. And I remember they went and they had found these iron stakes. I don't know the proper name for it. The ones that you put down in the railroad. What are those called?
Ties.
Yeah.
No.
Well, they
Is that what it's
so
called? Rebar? I honestly, I don't know.
Well, it was some kind of piece like that, and it was iron. So they had took that and had put all of their intent into those pieces, that there was no way that any negativity was going to cross that, and it was going to block it. Put it above their door, and in that episode, Amy and Adam were able to actually use it to keep a spirit to one certain room where they could have communication with it and actually get down to the bottom of what was going on. And I'll forever remember that episode because it was awesome, wasn't it?
I remember we talked about this like a year ago, and you, I think, said that was your favorite episode ever.
Yes.
I also like that this never happens, but the fact that selenite is a super affordable crystal is amazing.
It's relatively cheap. You can, like I said, find it a couple dollars a piece. Sometimes you might give up to what, $4 a good hunk of a piece. And I'm talking about just a small, little piece that you would use to put above a door frame or something like that. But those are my biggest uses for selenite in the house. I do have it here, there, and everywhere spread about. But when it comes to my cleansing and keeping negativity out, it is up over those doorways. And I do make sure when I'm going through, I do get them down, get them cleansed real good and smoked up. And another thing I've noticed, a crystal will absorb, and you might say I'm crazy, that's okay. I've noticed that a crystal, when it really needs to be cleansed, will really take that smoke in. I've noticed it just smother it. And then when the crystal starts getting a little bit cleared and it's getting cleansed, that smoke just starts kind of going away from it. So that is one thing that I do use and keep into mind when I am cleansing my crystals. Because I kind of think, well, she really needed a good cleansing, you know? Have you
Well,
ever thought about that?
so no, but as the skeptic of the show, and I've been
Hmm.
pretty vocal about being a skeptic, I do think that I believe in energy though. Even if I'm not cleansing my house for paranormal,
Hmm.
I cleanse it just to clear out, like you said, stagnant or negative energy.
Hmm. Evil,
So,
malicious entities, energy,
yeah,
whatever. Yeah.
it doesn't have to do with paranormal. It's
No.
more about energy, I feel like.
Yes, and I believe, like, after a good sickness, a good cleansing is not gonna hurt because you've been sick, you've been run down, and that's just in the atmosphere of the home, the energy. So a good cleansing does definitely help you, and I believe your surroundings as well. It kind of gives a fresh up boost and a new start.
Right. Even as a skeptic of a lot of things, I do think that's something that I believe in, maybe.
We will da, 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 to be continued.
Enough that I cleanse my house regularly.
I will say, yeah. I mean, you are the most skeptical person I've ever heard of, like in my like tight run group, and you're the cleansiness one too.
It's funny.
The cleanliness of the skeptic.
That is true, actually.
Yeah, you're the biggest skeptic, but you're the cleanliest of us all.
I know. I never really thought of it that way. That's hilarious and true.
You're like a little, which I have OCD, so anybody else that does, I'm not making fun of you. You're like an OCD skeptic.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love it. I love
I'm
it. It works.
just a weirdo. Whatever.
No, we love you, Dawn. It's great. But yeah,
Okay.
I mean, I just now thought about that. And
Yeah.
incense, do you use incense a lot?
I don't, but it's more about allergies. If we didn't
Right.
have so many issues, especially Evan, he has even worse. Like sometimes even candles bother him, whereas candles don't bother me. I would, but I can't.
Got you. I'm the same way. And also, I don't like it running through the furnace and the air conditioner, whatever you want to call it. We don't have gas. But yeah, I just don't like it running through as much. I will use when I am cleansing, but not so much just on the normal basis.
Yeah. I love incense, and I think you can put intention into it the same as anything else. I just can't do it because we'll probably both end up sneezing.
Yes. What's your favorite go to incense when you're cleansing? If you were to use an incense along with your cleansing.
Well, so I also have a couple of candles that are Palo Santo. So
Nice.
it would probably be that.
Nice. See, I guess look at me over here talking about you. When I do, I'll use my bundle. I hold my bundle. I'll put my Palo on top of it, and then I will hold out. There'll be if people that are watching on YouTube, you can see, and then there'll be a stick of incense going like this, and I light all of it, and that's how I cleanse.
That's funny.
Yeah, I mean, my whole hand's like full of stuff to cleanse with, but I'm just making sure that I am getting on my grounds. Then that was also the way I was taught was to use those things. Like you said, it's just something that's always worked for me, so I've stuck with it.
Yeah. Well, do you want to tell everyone? So, what do you do and how often? And then go back to keeping your animals safe.
Perfect. Okay, yeah. When how often? Let's start there. No, yeah, how often? Not as often as I should. I'm the world's worst about the house. I am. I'm the world's worst about the house. But I've also probably got the I don't know how big you would consider my intentions. Like it's probably bigger than the world. I know, I believe, and I trust. I'm good with myself, you know. So I think that does help me a lot. That I know I have the intent that my house is protected. I am protected. Should I cleanse more? Absolutely yes. But when it's time to cleanse, I'm going to gather up my bundle. I have been known to use white sage. I have also been known to use a lavender bundle. I will also grab up a stick of Palo Santos. And I will grab dragon's blood incense. I done told you how I get them all up in the hand, you know, and get everything lit it up. Get everything lit up, let me say. Well, let's lit it up. Listen to me over here. But I also require those three things. I've got a special candle. I can see it over here, a white candle. Was instructed by the woman who was working with me. She's a medium. Jess, I just adore her. If I had any questions, I could go to her right now. But she instructed me when I was learning to call upon, I'm a Christian. I haven't said it on here, but everybody on my page on the paranormal couple is very well aware. So I start with prayer. I will pray to God. I will pray for my protection, the guidance, and anything that I will need as I'm going through this home. Pray my little prayer. I say the Lord's Prayer. Gosh, I can't even tell you that because it's always different. You know what I'm saying? What I'm needing or what I'm thinking, that's always different. I'll call upon my spirit guides. I'll call upon my angels. I call upon my parents. I don't know why, but at that time I was learning and I was in our old family home. So it just felt right to call upon my parents to come help me. I still do that. But my second thing to do is I will have that candle and I'll have it directly in the middle of my home. I know about it doesn't have to be exactly in the middle, but somewhere in the vicinity of the middle of my home. I will light that and I will keep that lit the whole time that I'm cleansing until I'm finished. Then I will start usually the other house I never start in the basement. I usually started in my bedrooms. I would go through like I had told you all the way through going through getting the closets and why I start with my bedrooms is because you have the dresser space, you have the bed underneath, closet. I don't know if you're like me or not, but sometimes things end up in the closet that I just don't have room for. So I need to move and get some stuff in behind there because I don't want to leave a spot undone. So definitely I will start in there getting all those cleansed. I will go through the top of the closet, the back of the closets, around the bottom, up and down through my clothes. Each drawers, I'll kind of just open them and I don't take anything out, but I'll just kind of wave it in front of it. The back of the dresser, under the bed, over the bed, like top of the corners. I don't know. I mean, I'm in there. Just imagine me getting it and going it. Then I'm going to run through my home. And at this moment, Dawn said, I'm not sure. I want to ask this. Do you have your windows open?
I do.
I do not. I'm doing all this rogue, but just listen to me. Just listen to me. I'm running and I'm cleansing, and then I will go to my next rooms and I will just work my way through each room. And then I will go down also got to do the attic in this house too. Sorry, I forgot about the attic. I will do my attic and then I will work my way to the basement. I will go all the way around my basement and I will work. I have one room that I have not touched so far. There's no sage. There is no salt. Nothing's been cleansed in that room. I'm running everything to that area. I have got it locked up down there. Once I have got the rest of my house cleansed, and I choose my living room. Once I have the rest of my house cleansed, I have my open living room. I will go through the rest of the house, and this is where we're going to hit the sea salt. I will put a little bit of sea salt, a little bit of sea salt. You don't have to have a lot. It doesn't have to be a mountain of salt. You don't even have to really see it. Remember, we're working a lot with our intent. So I will take a little bit of salt and I will take it like this because I do not want my animals to get sick. But I'll take just a little bit and I will just take it across my windowsill because I can't put it down on the carpet. It's just too much. I can't realistically not vacuum a couple of times a week because that's just gross. So it's easier to put it across that windowsill to keep it up to when it's time to come and wipe it, that I can actually get it off there. You do want to be careful. I did accidentally have a windowsill get wet one time and it wasn't pretty. We had to repaint it. But you do have to keep it on there. I will go in my closet. I do like to close my closets because I kind of feel like that could be a closed off entryway of some sort. I don't know, but I will put again, thin little line on the inside of my closet because my animals are not in my closets. Now you've got me all through the house. You've got all the places that I've salted, like I told you, the little bit of salt, how I do it to keep it away from the animals. Now I'm going to go and I'm going to hang out in the room where I've just got it wide open. There's no sage, there's nothing. We're standing there. That's my room that I'm getting ready to push out of. By that time, I'm going to have my door open. There, I'm going to start my cleansing of the room and working toward that door. Only my first door, my screen door is still locked, but I'm working toward, or it's still shut. I'm working toward the front of that door. Once I've got everything right where I want it, my energy, my feelings, and everything, I'm going to go and I'm going to get to that and I'm going to get in the mind frame where I pull my intent. And what I do is when I push my energy out, I ball it up in my mind. It doesn't matter what it looks like. Whatever you think, all of that energy, negativity, whatever you just pulled from your house, whatever you think, that could look like. Imagine it could be a tornado. There could be trees sticking out of it, nails stick. It doesn't matter, whatever you want that to look like. And you ball that up in your head, and then you take your arms and you push as far as you can, and you watch that in your mind, every bit of that negativity, everything that you just pulled from that house, you watch it just fly. I don't care where you fly it to. You can fly it to the moon or you can fly it to the ocean. I don't care. Get it as far away from you as you can. After you've done that, you shut your door up, you seal her off with salt. That's just basically how I do it. After it's closed off, I can go close my door. And I do want to say I'm doing this more on the, and this might sound even more taboo, the Christian cleansing side that I like to do. I will also do the Lord's Prayer in each room. And then I will also say, evil, negative, or malicious entities, you are no longer welcome in this home. You must leave. Only those of the light are allowed to remain. And then I will imagine the negativity, it's blackness leaving. That is what I do in each room as I'm going. Just because I use the Lord's Prayer doesn't mean you have to. Just because I speak about energy and negativity doesn't mean that you have to. It comforts me and makes me feel good. And another thing, like Dawn had said about the intent, you noticed at the end when I started explaining to you the things that I see in my head, it's all about your intent. All you have to do is picture it, feel that that is, I don't even know how I would describe that. My goodness, now that I'm trying to think about my intent of that, I guess the best way to describe the feeling that I have is I have taken every bit, and it's almost like a Dragon Ball Z moment. We're going to go there. And you're just bawling and bawling and you're pushing it. I don't Dragon Ball Z. I don't. Most of y'all know who Dragon Ball Z is. Let's Dragon Ball Z it. That's Hayden. He loves Dragon Ball Z. It's just almost like pushing that away. And then also, if we go to any of where I have pushed at Wind Cemetery on the lives and such, when I've pushed spirits away, that's how I do that as well.
I say similar wording when I do my cleansing.
Uh huh.
I also add in things like, and again, these wordings should sort of come from what you feel, and
Hmm.
they can change, like Amy said, each time you cleanse. But I always say that I would like my friends and family and people that I know and things that don't mean me harm to stay.
Right. See, we said the same thing, just two different ways that were comfortable for us. And
Right.
that's what this is about, guys. That's
Yeah,
what it's about.
totally. So I do a few different things, which is goes back to what you said. I'm the Uber cleanser, even though I'm the Uber skeptic, which is
I want
funny.
to know. I'm over talking over you. I'm sorry. Before you start, I want you to kind of, while you're going through your spiel and how you do your cleansing, I want you to kind of think about what you feel about the way I leave all my stuff just wide, rampant, closing up in here and push it to one spot. That's the way I was taught. I just kind of curious.
I mean, it's funny because I said at the beginning, we don't need people's advice. We
I
don't.
do want to know yours though.
But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't do that. That scares me.
It's like you're all up in, I mean, to me, I don't know. I just don't, I want to know where it's going.
Yeah.
I want to, it's like the little mouse you're chasing through the house, and I want to see it go out the door.
I like that you do the way that you explained it, though, you push it all into one area and then you get rid of
Mhm.
it. So, I
It's like
mean, that works for you. I like it. Would I do it? Probably not, but that's okay.
respectable. I just wondered, but yeah, I don't know. I just,
Well, also, our house, we don't have a basement. We don't have to worry about an attic. Like, we just have
hmm
one level ranch. So it's just also a different space. I don't
yeah,
know.
forget the basement, forget the attic. I
Yeah,
want to, yes. Okay. Now, sorry, we're off track.
it
ADHD.
happens.
All right, now it's your turn.
So, one thing that I do, and I love doing this because it makes the house smell so good. I boil this, and every single thing that I put into the pot, I put intention as I'm putting into the pot. So I boil orange peel, whole cloves, cinnamon, and bay leaves, which bay leaves are really good for intention,
Mhm.
like amplifying. I boil all of those. Once it's boiling for a little while, it smells so good. And then I just
I'm
kind
just
of go around.
imagining right now. I am. I'm just thinking about the smell of that right now. So I'm
Amy's going to be doing
smiling.
it tomorrow. Just go around and I put the smoke everywhere because if for some reason it gets very smoky, and so you can kind of walk around and waft the smoke throughout the house while you're saying what it is that you want to say. Those properties are good for both cleansing and protection. From that mixture, I make a spray bottle that I use. I try to do it once a month, and I go around and spray the whole house, so you don't
I
have
need
to.
that recipe
Oh yeah, I'll send it to you.
because that's so much easier.
Yeah, and you don't have to make it because you can make a pretty decent amount.
Mhm.
I only make it a couple of times a year, and then I put it in the fridge because I don't want it to go bad. I love it. It smells
See,
good,
I could
easy.
I could do my big armpity cleansings a few times a year, and that could just be like a maintenance and just smell yummy. Yeah, I
Right.
like that. I like that.
Yeah. And then I do the salt in the four corners. Now we have a dog. I have to put it either behind something or up on a bookshelf or however that works because we don't want Lily, the 16-year-old dog, getting into salt. So I do that. I also smudge. This is another thing that is how I believe nobody get pissed. I don't use sage. I don't typically, sometimes I will, but I don't typically burn Palo Santo because I'm not native. That's how I feel. A lot of people don't feel that way, and that's okay. I don't judge you, don't judge me.
Right.
That's just my own personal belief. So I'll use lavender bundles or something like that. Cedar,
Mhm.
when it's around, the holidays, you can get cedar bundles. There are alternatives if you feel the same. If
Most
not,
definitely.
use what you want. I will burn Palo candles, like I said earlier. The ones that I get, I know who they're made by, and I know that they are native.
Mm.
So I feel like that's okay. I want to give my girl a shout out. Get all of my products at this place called Comowitch. It's Comavvitch. She sells plenty of bundles that are not sage or anything like that.
The
I
lavender are wonderful. I've got one of the lavender ones. It's nice.
And they are out of stock a lot of the time because they're amazing. You don't have to get them from her either, obviously. There are plenty of places that make them. I just know her stuff is genuine. And whenever I use her stuff for any kind of manifestation or anything like that, it seems to work really well. So
Right.
I trust her and I trust her products.
That goes back, I noticed, gosh, what was it? During the winter, Walmart's selling sage now.
Oh boy.
I don't know if I'm not down on Walmart, but I don't know where that comes from. Me, I personally would rather go to, we have this cute little metaphysical shop, Pleasures and Treasures. It sounds like an ugly shop, but it's not, I promise. It does. It sounds like a dirty shop, don't it? But
Yes.
I love it. I love it. It's the cutest little thing. I like to go in there. A reason why I like to go in there, I can physically see it. I can see how it's tied up. I can smell it, and you can tell more of the quality that way. So that would be the way I would suggest, unless you can get a hold of somebody badass like Kama Witch.
Right. And I live local to her, so I see her at trade shows, so it's really easy for me to get products from her, you
But the
know.
shipping's great, so don't let that deter you. She's good with shipping too.
And the good thing about her store too, she does regular sales of 20% off. If you want, check it out.
I know when we got the lavender bundle, if I can talk right, sent in from you, I shared her pages and of course where we got it showed them the bundle. And so many people actually ordered from her and gave nothing but really good reviews. Definitely if you are looking for something in that lines of cleansing or gosh, she has the mist, doesn't she? What else does she have? Candles? It's like
Candles,
endless.
so
Yeah.
much. Yeah.
Yes, if you're looking for something like that, definitely go check her out.
and intention paper where you can write down what you want to manifest and then burn it, all kinds of stuff.
We get what? 3 awesome places. We gave you 3 awesome places today that's online that you could actually purchase things from. I feel yeah, that's nice.
Yes. I love
Perfect.
supporting small businesses, and they're all women owned too.
That makes it even better. Look, yeah, I love it.
Same. So I do the smudging, not as often as I should, but I do try to do the spraying of the boiled water, I guess, if you will. I don't know what to call it. I do try to do that once a month, and that's easy because it's a spray bottle.
Do you see why I don't do mine as long? Because it's a big
It's hard.
process.
It takes a
Yeah,
long time.
I love
So
your idea.
I don't smudge as often. I would say I only do that maybe 4 times a year. And then I salt my outside front door instead of the inside. I put it around my sidewalk and say sort of the same thing, only friends, family, things of the light, things that mean us good, things that are loving and well intentioned. Nothing else can come past that border. And I also take a handful of it and blow it out the front door as I say kind of the same thing, and that anything bad has to leave. So I do a few things, no surprise to you, Tim, or anyone else, I'm sure.
I love it. Yeah, I mean, it's all great. I love it.
And when I do my cleansings, it's opposite Amy. So I leave all my doors and windows open, which I love that we, even just the two of us, do everything totally different.
Yeah, I mean, it just shows you that both techniques work for us. We were taught different ways, or we do different ways for our beliefs. It doesn't matter. We feel like they're both good. And I do want to add, I don't necessarily go all the way around my property. At our last house, we did have something that was buried in it was some nail, something. I don't want to tell you, I don't remember exactly what it was. No, it was to keep our property safe from negative entities. It was from Shannon's cousin who male witch, what would you refer to him as? The properly?
I don't know.
I don't either. But anyways, he makes a lot of that stuff with intent, and it we had that buried in that one. It's we don't have one in here. But I also like to, as you said, go on the outsides and put that small on the doors and the entries and exits. The little small strip of salt. Yeah, it may get washed, but it's there from the one where I do it in between my door at the end, and then I've got it on the outside. And also, after we do investigations, I was going to add this one. This is what I'd forgotten. We had to stop for it. This is because I wanted to make sure that I got this part. I cleanse before we leave investigations as well. Close my doors and I cleanse myself.
I think going back, I think a male witch is just a witch, right? I don't know, but I think so.
I don't. Well, I don't want to say that and feel like somebody think, well, there's a name for that, and you did, you know, because I don't mean it that way. Is it
Right.
a warlock? What's a warlock?
No, I think that's someone high up. I think it's
Oh,
just a witch.
okay, maybe, yeah. We just don't I just don't know the proper term, so if that's you, then cool. I'm not I had no hate towards you whatsoever, I just didn't know the proper terminology.
Yeah, no, hey, obviously.
Mm-mm. It is a tricky subject because there's so many different ways that you can do it. I'm different than some people are so judgy, and if you don't do it there, who cares? If you do something some way and it works for you, you like my mama said, we're gonna pull mama out again. If you like it, I love it. If it works for you, that's great. I have nothing but love for anybody because there's so many different ways that you can do things.
Agree. So I don't think we really need another disclaimer. We probably said it 400 times throughout this whole
If
episode.
these people do not follow me on the paranormal couple, then you don't realize how compassionate and very forgiving and unjudgmental I am. Like that,
Right,
the people that are listening from there, you all know,
right.
but some of you may not. Yeah, I don't. We're all going to be here together. So whatever you do to get to that path, it doesn't matter to me as long as we get there.
Yep. Anything else about cleansing before we go?
I just wish you all good luck.
Yeah,
And if you do have any questions, ask. Most
agree.
definitely. Yeah,
Our socials are always open, and
100%.
we'd like to hear if you cleanse, how you cleanse. Don't judge our cleansing.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't do as I say. You should probably just do as you need to do and cleanse a little more regularly.
Right. Well, all right. Then I guess we'll meet back here in a week. And actually, I don't know what our next episode is, so I'm not going to say that. All right. We'll meet back here in a week.
We'll be surprised in a week.
Yeah. Us too. All right. Thanks,
Bye, guys.
everybody.